Have you ever looked in the mirror and asked yourself a question that shakes you to your core? Am I ledge and just another loser trying to survive in a world that doesn't even notice me? Pause. Because most people avoid asking themselves this question. And that's exactly why most people never leave a mark. They live a life of quiet desperation, following the same routines, waiting for luck to smile on them. But legends ask the hard questions. And today, you're going to start asking yours. Imagine waking up every day with a spark inside, a relentless drive that refuses to be ignored. Yet, outside, the world whispers, you'll never make it. You're too ordinary. And here's the twist, you start believing it. You start living a half-life when deep down, you know you were born to roar. What if I told you there's a line, just one line, that separates those who are remembered from those who fade into nothingness? It isn't talent. It isn't luck. It isn't even education. It's something far simpler yet far harder to master. And if you stay with me, I'll reveal it to you. Here's your first challenge. Right now, think of one person you admire. Not the flashy persona, not the success you see online, but the person who inspires you to wake up early, to push past fear, to be unapologetically relentless. Got that image? Good. Because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to become that person. How to make the world take notice and how to silence that little voice that whispers, you'll never be enough. And here's a trick to help you remember this moment. Every time doubt creeps in, repeat this to yourself. I am legend, not a loser. I choose my story. Say it out loud, feel it in your bones, because the moment you claim it, truly claim that you start bending reality in your favor. Now, take a deep breath, lean in, because by the end of this video, you won't just question who you are, you'll begin to see the blueprint of who you could become. And it starts with understanding a truth most people refuse to face. Legends aren't born. They're forged in fire and struggle and in the courage to stand when everyone else sits. So, let me ask you again, which side will you choose? Will you remain in the shadows, lost to the crowd? Or will you rise, step into the arena, and leave a mark no one can erase? Stick with me. And I promise this isn't just motivation. This is your awakening. In part 1, we ask the hardest question, am I a legend or an ordinary bystander in my own life? Now let's dig deeper. Think about someone who seems unstoppable, someone who faced hardship after hardship but still rose to greatness. Not celebrities on the magazine cover, but real people who grind, fail, stumble, and yet somehow keep climbing. It takes someone like Maria, a woman who started working at jobs just to pay rent, yet spent every spare moment learning, growing, and perfecting her craft. People around her laughed, saying, "Why bother? You'll never change." But Maria didn't listen. She understood a simple truth. The world doesn't reward potential. It rewards persistence. Legends don't wait for permission, they take what they're due. Here's the lesson. If you want to be remembered, you must step out while others step back. While everyone else waits for the right moment, you move. While they make excuses, you make history. Now, imagine your life 5 years from now. Are you still asking the same question in the mirror? Or are you standing taller, proud of the battles you fought and the risks you dared to take? That's the difference between being a legend and fading into ordinary. And here's a secret most people never talk about. Fear isn't the enemy. Complacency is. Fear at least makes you feel alive. It warns you. It pushes you. But complacency lulls you into a life that sees you safe and invisible. If you feel bored, stuck, or unsatisfied, congratulations, you're awake. Legends are rarely comfortable. Here's a simple daily exercise. Each morning, write down one small act of courage. One choice that scares you but moves you closer to your legend. It could be speaking your truth, starting a project, confronting a fear, or even leaving a toxic situation. No matter how small, it matters. Each choice compounds, building the life you were meant to live. Remember Maria? Today, she runs her own business, mentors others, and inspires a community that once doubted her. But she didn't wake up a legend, he became one, step by step, choice by choice by choice. And you can too. The question isn't whether you can do it. The question is, will you start now, or will you let another year slip by in silence? Lean in, because in part 3, we'll uncover the one mindset shift that separates ordinary people from legends, something even the smartest, hardest working people often miss. By now, you've asked the hardest question, am I a legend or just another loser drifting through life? You've seen what real people like Maria do to rise above. Now it's time to tackle the invisible barrier holding most people back, their mindset. Here's the truth: talent alone won't make you a legend. Opportunities alone won't make you a legend. Hard work alone, not enough. What separates legends from the crowd is a mindset, a mental framework that refuses to quit, refuses to blame, and refuses to accept good enough. Imagine two people, both with the same skills, the same hours in a day, the same obstacles. One succeeds, one doesn't. Why? Because the first sees obstacles as challenges, failures as lessons, and criticism as fuel. The second sees obstacles as roadblocks, failures as proof, and criticism as a personal attack. Which one are you? Here's a practical way to start shifting your mindset. Reframe failure. Every misstep is a message, not a verdict. Ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? Instead of hiding from mistakes, study them, learn from them, and move forward stronger. On your story legends, don't wait for someone else to write their narrative. They claim it. Every day, tell yourself, I am the author of my life, and I refuse to be a character in someone else's story. Focus on actions, not outcomes. You can't control everything. You can control effort, consistency, and discipline. Legends focus here. Ordinary people fixate on results they can't guarantee, and they quit when results don't come fast enough. Let's bring this to life with someone like Javier, a man who struggled with self-doubt for decades, convinced he'd never achieve anything beyond mediocrity. Every failure could have kept him down, but he changed his perspective. He celebrated progress, no matter how small. He turned setbacks into stepping stones. And now, Javier owns a thriving consultancy, inspires hundreds, and most importantly, believes he can conquer anything. The difference between him and those still stuck in the cycle of doubt isn't luck. It's mindset. It's a choice, and that choice is available to you right now. Here's a retention trick. Whenever you feel stuck or discouraged, ask yourself this question: what would my legendary self do right now? Then do that thing. Don't wait for clarity, inspiration, or permission. Act, because action is what turns legends into reality. Stick with me, because in part 4, we'll take this mindset and turn it into daily habits that guarantee you move from ordinary to extraordinary. By now, you understand the mindset that separates legends from the crowd. But mindset alone isn't enough. Every day, ordinary people make choices that keep them small, comfortable, and unnoticed. Legends, they build habits that reinforce greatness without even thinking about it. Let's start with the morning. The way you begin your day sets the tone for every hour that follows. Legends don't scroll aimlessly on their phones. They plan. They visualize the life they want to create. Imagine waking up with intention instead of obligation. 5 minutes of reflection, 10 minutes of movement. One powerful affirmation: I am legend. I claim my story. That's how a day starts when you refuse to be average. Then comes the work. Legends understand that focus is currency. Every action must have purpose. That doesn't mean working harder than everyone else. It means working smarter with strategy, consistency, and discipline. Remember Maria and Javier from earlier? Their routines weren't glamorous. They were methodical. They were deliberate. Each day, a small choice built toward extraordinary results. And here's the most overlooked habit of all: surrounding yourself with the right people. Energy is contagious. If your circle doubts you, criticizes you, or settles for mediocrity, you'll absorb that. Legends choose mentors, allies, and communities that inspire, challenge, and push them beyond their comfort zone. Here's a daily ritual you can start tonight. Reflect on your wins, big or small. Acknowledge progress. Gratitude fuels momentum. Plan tomorrow's victory. Write down 3 intentional actions you'll take. Protect your mind. Limit distractions, negative media, and toxic conversations. Your environment shapes your destiny. These habits seem small, even insignificant at first, but compounded over weeks and months, they create unstoppable momentum. Legends aren't born in a day, they're built daily, habit by habit, decision by decision. Ask yourself, are your current habits building the legend you dream of, or the life you settle for? In part 5, we'll bring it all together: mindset, action, habits, and I'll show you how to maintain this legendary trajectory so you never fall back into mediocrity. And we'll leave you with a powerful recommendation for your next step. We've asked the tough questions, explored real-life examples, shifted your mindset, and built daily habits that forge legends. Now, it's time to bring it all together. Being a legend isn't about flashy success or public recognition. It's about who you become in the process, the person who stands firm when the world doubts, who keeps moving when others quit, who chooses courage over comfort. Let's revisit the key lessons. Mindset matters more than talent. Legends see opportunities where others see obstacles. Daily choices compound. Small, intentional actions create monumental results over time. Your environment shapes you. Surround yourself with people who lift you, challenge you, and inspire you. Here's the final truth: legends aren't born, they're made. Step by step, day by day. You've already started that journey by asking the right questions, seeking growth, and refusing to settle. Now it's time to maintain momentum. Every morning, remind yourself, I am legend. I claim my story. I refuse to be ordinary. Each action, each choice, each habit adds another brick to the life you're building. If you want to take this journey even further, I highly recommend watching our next video, Why Hard Work Alone Won't Make You Rich. In that video, you'll discover the hidden forces that determine success, why effort without strategy keeps most people stuck, and how to finally unlock your potential. Remember, being a legend isn't about proving anything to anyone else. It's about proving to yourself that you can rise, overcome, and leave a mark that lasts. So take this moment, commit, start now, and never forget, you are the author of your story, the hero of your journey, and the legend you've been waiting for. Subscribe to Wisdom Recorder and hit the bell icon to continue your journey. Stay inspired, stay unstoppable, and remember, your legend begins today.